Gotta get primed up. Oh yeah, so we can get to the ECU. Apparently, I have an air bubble there still.
I hit the primer like 3 times, and then I thought that was gonna be good, but I mean, I literally ran it all the way
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't even do a burnout good the other day. It's something that mid throttle, boy. Oh,
Low throttle, mid throttle is probably all fucked up.
pretty low oil. I know I didn't put no on there last week.
I got PJ one.
I'll get it on the ground. Spray a little shot on there. Yep, I was just thinking about that thing.
Fired up rudder up here, I'll get you strapped.
Yeah.
Is it gonna come all the way up?
It's gonna hit the through.
Nope, you're good.
Roll it back, probably about
Yeah.
5 inches.
Quite a bit. Figures much. Hey, you're live on YouTube, by the way.
Get a hat on my ugly mug, you
You can't see shit. We're all freaking zoomed way out. Just looking at the front of the bike more than anything.
Got him back. Chest is hurt. Come forward. It's pretty much dead in the middle. Straps overlays.
Yeah. Probably want the ratchet towards the front. Yeah. Ratchet towards the front.
You gonna go over the brake or the whole thing?
Probably the whole thing right there, but it'll be with just the choker. Just take the choker over it. That way the strap will get down below the frickin' sidewinder.
You wanna go in between? Like that?
Yeah, straight through it.
I mean, just
Yeah.
on this part of it?
Yeah. That's how it works. These are the brand new ratchets.
They are nice.
Colt bought them for me after his bike broke the other one.
They can put some hair in
Yeah, definitely. That's probably more than tight enough for this girl. She ain't gonna put it down no short.
there.
She does, it'll be damn right impressive.
Woo! That'd be amazing, but I don't see it.
No, not for yours.
Oh, okay.
Yours has got an in-exhaust O2 bump, so
Oh, right.
that makes life way easier. I can plug straight into it. I actually already had the O2 sensor in it.
You don't have a ball valve.
There should be a gauge on the little pencil one.
I got one in the truck though, I forgot about
Oh, it's going in. Bet we're at like 26 to 30, somewhere in there.
almost 25.
And that's almost 35.
It's 38.
That'll work.
You got that spray out right there?
Yep. Yeah, fire up, kick her in gear, let her roll, and hit the chain. Yeah, fire it up. Let that heat soak. It's like when you fire it up the track, it takes 10-15 minutes for it to go up. Get some heat in it, let it soak.
Yeah, they're gonna go put days in it. I don't know. A little bit.
Now the fan doesn't yet. The oil temp's not up, the head temp probably is. Your head temp's always going to outrun your oil temp. But your oil temp's what we're concerned about.
Well, I want more light. I think that's my idea.
Head temp, you keep track of your touching. All the time you're checking your feeling. Oil temp can outrun your check. The block will still feel cool, but your oil will be ungodly fucking hot. Now, ungodly hot is going to be like damn near pitted out here. 210, still pretty good. 220, 230, I ran mine 260. 280 is getting up. So basically, when this gauge decides to thin out, it's fucking hot.
Get another thing.
You need another fan on that opening. Yeah, your head temp's always get up.
That's all need to do it for me.
I'll read it while we're person sitting here live. How many viewers we got right now?
You want me to take it out now?
Yeah, we'll read it.
You're being watched by 2 people right now.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
I don't bed real still. I don't bed real still. Yeah, super pretty good.
I've had that idea for a while. That's how I laid it. I had cleaned it out. They didn't have to do a clean.
You didn't have to think on it or plan it out at all. Get this fucker out.
I gained some weight. That's what I was meaning. I was running that tank piece.
Right.
And that other boat.
You lost all that.
What if it was leak? I don't know. I could think
Perfect. Not clean one of them. Not blue.
I don't know no other.
This shit's fucking awesome. We get one, this shit will never come off. Watch
I've
that.
always
Yeah. Did you see what we got?
But I hadn't really been putting on here. I've been just putting regular old penetration on it, whatever. Something real slippery.
20.
I like this man seats. That's what I ran for a while. I got only 34 on that boat.
Simple mod rate. Including microcurrent. Might as well.
A lot.
Yeah, here's that 249. I mean, I think that's reasonable. If we can, you know, spend a couple hundred on a can of fuel and pick up, you know, 40 horsepower or something. You know, or how, I mean, I think that's lofty, but, you know, that's what I want. You know, that's what I want to see.
If we can pick up a bunch, it'd be awesome.
It would, man. Hell, 25
So that was
or
the
30, it'd be
This
worth
was
it.
the 750 head. This is oh 05 1K head. Your cams were at 109, 109.5 before.
That is right. I remember that.
Yeah,
now.
so where are we at now? 111, 113?
111 and 113. Glad you put that in.
My note's paying off.
I've been seeing this one. moving on the subtrain. 677. It's been on there for a while.
Don't you already have an aluminum subframe on there?
It's a damn big, yeah, subtrain. It is. The 600 one's a lot nicer. Like, it's just 2 pieces of aluminum and it's got 2 or 3 bars in it. This is welded up, got brakes and all in it. It's like a 1000, it's a 1000 set. And they're like heavy. It's like square tubing, you know. It ain't got the lead, that's big.
It ain't bending nowhere.
Well, this is big right there.
They were able to fucking
It's already got
We'll just turn it in no draws 2.0. Hey, if this bike ever names no draws, something happens. No draws is fast.
pretty cool, man. I know.
That'd be no doors. First one run no subframe. Seat pocket, and that's it.
I know that, what's his name? He's race Grove Street and you're at
Yeah.
they build five, Williford.
Williford. Rodney.
Yeah, I remember during that first 90,000 race. That Orlando, the whole Chris Moore thing and all that.
You should see some of the rods out of Wilford's bikes. I ain't never seen anyone in 2 passes turn a fucking Carrillo XHD into a pretzel. That's impressive. It's a lot of power to turn a brand new XHD Carrillo into a pretzel without hurting the bearing. Yeah. Oh. I had it moved around those very kind of clean up the freaking lead and shit.
button on time, it is the damn limit. That's why I was fixing up there.
That's 13,000 300 RPM, still making power.
Yeah.
Actually, really, you need to be shifting at like, good fucking goddamn, I just spun at 14,200 RPM. You can be shifting at almost 14,000 RPM. That's G-ball RPM.
Yeah.
That's G-ball
I think
RPM.
it's on about 13 right now. Somewhere in there. It might be 13.2. And that's,
Oh, your shift light?
yeah.
Let's say your
I
revolution's
don't
a lot
really
higher.
know where I've been shifting. I just know when I like
Dude, this
them
thing
on.
pulls like a fucking G-ball. This girl's pulling like a G-ball. 14,000 RPM out of an 03 Gixxer.
With some damn jumbled up down throttle bodies. And we grind it on and shit.
Right?
Almost made 81 foot-pounds on that second pull too. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Made like 2 more foot-pounds. That
Yep.
first one was 80. dead
Yeah,
on.
look where our rev limiter was.
It's got the springs
It's
for
got
it,
the
though,
springs
don't
for it. It fucking likes it. You know where I went? When I didn't hit a limiter, I kept holding. It buried the tack. Like buried. All the way around, wrapped around, ready to go. You want to know what you need to do? Get a 600 cluster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Your tack would be more accurate to where you want to pull it.
Probably right. And it'll definitely bolt that over. I used to run the 1000 one on my 750 and the 600. See, I think it's 750 whenever I got that. I got it from Barrett. That Gabe pretty much gave it to me. He messaged me today. Hayden got him a Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to send him a friend request. His name's Caden Mack. He's already made a post quoting Optimus Prime and let's see. I hadn't really let Kate have any access to stuff like that until now.
3,500.
I mean, you know, he's going to be 14. I
Yeah.
just don't want him to get, you know.
It's time for him to have access. We're running off of the fucking graph, you know that, right? Like, we're running RPM greater than this ECU is physically capable of.
Huh. That's a valuable ECU right there. That's something that has some time spent in.
I've got a lot of time into this
The
bike.
original, I know you do. I'm super grateful to you.
Unbelievable amount of time spent making this thing do what it do.
We blow the rest of that metal away. Yeah, you got that fan that start blowing back, though.
Yeah, it didn't go into the throttle bodies.
Something ain't right about the old gauge out there. Definitely got to fix it. I don't know if I got a wire backwards or something. Maybe I got the ground and the sensor backwards. I think the most that it's ever made is 182. I don't think the last two did, though.
The last tune was in the mid 170s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The last tune was when we built this new motor. The old motor made almost 182, but it never made the torque. Remember? We were in like the mid 70s on torque. with that original motor with the Wasner pistons before we went to these Weiscos. Dude, it wants RPM and it wants all of it.
I guess we got the cams in a nice place.
That's why it wants all the fucking RPM.
Yeah. And that's why you told me to go on with it.
Yeah.
So
The way you had everything configured, no box, short stacks, the cams that are in it, the freaking whole nature of this motor is to sink. And the thing is I bet I overlay this with a G-ball on pump gas. Dead nut with it.
I'm talking about.
Which is why, in all honesty,
Plus I ain't got
it
no
runs G-ball numbers. It runs G-ball numbers.
It's definitely going to be capable of that now. I really think so. Pretty cool, man. Oh, throw together piles, you know.
Yeah.
Spent
Well,
money
fuck,
on
Cameron's G-ball with Chris Mortoon on it. It's just flat. Now he's disappointed in this one versus his old one, but he's running 570s, high 60s on pump gas on a brand new G-ball with a freaking winder, the wheelbase, everything's there.
Yeah.
Now it should be able to run 50s.
Yep. You would think so.
He's supposed to come up sometime between now and August. We're going to put it on the dyno and see why it's not making the power it should. Because his original one was a Chris Moore Flash 2, and it made way more power than this one.
What are you talking about now?
Cameron, Brian Dale's buddy.
Oh, he was at
STBA, yep. That baby blue and black D-ball.
Kind of reminds you of Bears, man.
Yeah, except it doesn't have the R series light. It's lighter. If you took Bear's dark blue and turned it navy blue, it'd be sick. Yeah.
I think I'll leave it black. I'll go and do it with another color, but I thought about thinking this color. What you guys think? Letters. I think I'm going to blue color like this. Yeah, I thought this was good.
You can almost spin that down and make it negative. And I think if we just put straight fitting on it, it'd be better. We'll cut it, put a straight fitting on it, it'll be better on the corner. Hey, you lost weight. You ate up that big old heavy rail up there. Thanks. Suppose I should talk to this freaking video thing in the meantime. For those of you who aren't aware, this is a 03 Gixxer 600 with an 03-04 Gixxer 1000 motor. Stock rods, stock trans, drop-in pistons, squeezed to 27 head to piston, which is stupid tight. 05 Gixxer 1000 head, ordered and polished by Scotty back there. With 70-pound valve springs, so we can spin the living daylights out of it. Valve to piston is super freaking tight. So we're pushing the daylights out of it, doing what we're doing, turning, well, that time I turned 14,150 RPM on, for the simple sake, an 04 1000. But it makes power all the way up there. It's the way it does. It's on M5. No airbox, short stacks, ported throttle bodies. It's a little Scotty cocktail. 398 intake cam, 377 exhaust at 111, 113. So we're gonna keep going on it. We're at 82 foot-pounds of torque, I do believe. Hold on. That last run was 181.8 horsepower at 81 foot-pounds of torque. So not shabby at all for a start. Do I think we're gonna gain a whole lot? No, the tune doesn't look like we're gonna gain a whole shitload up top. We've already made our gains. Methanol's super forgiving, so the tune was pretty decent up top. We really just need to be between 0.83 lambda and 0.93 lambda, and it's not going to make a huge difference in power. We're at 0.86.
but there is a false limiter down low, and I saw it in the tune. It's where he used to have a really funky overlap in the cams and the other head combo, where I had to pull a whole bunch of fuel that I no longer have to. So I went ahead and put that back in, and I bet that's gone. That gets his 60-foot back, he's gonna be flying, because he's already doing 122 mile an hour in the 8.
Well, no, it's not. Let's put it back. It's more like he's got a really funny spot between 200 and 6,000 RPM where I got to do a shit of fuel right in the air pressure. Remember your curve used to come up and then shoot up? Now it's more like smooth dark track. It's cleaned up the flow. It's more of a linear flow. If I get rid of that, you're watching go, wait a minute. Look at that 60-foot back now.
The only time I ever really noticed the drop was on the turn over. But it's too bad a little bit.
When you get to leave the camera.
Well, I'm talking about up at the hole.
That means
Kind of did it good. What happened over? Or happened like this. Before it was always good. But it never affected bad. I don't know.
I just went down and up, I never expected this one. Not on this one, I ever expected this one. I expected these numbers to be crazy. No, it's fucking Think about the bike you're hanging. Don't talk about the bike you're hanging. Think about the bike you're hanging. There's a lot of bike there. And you're hanging with a budget little picture. That's why those guys say they're impressed. The fact that you can hang with them at all is something. They're all double your displacement almost. They're 50% bigger displacement than you. A lot more money in the bike.
This is it. If I get this cold, you kind of got to feel
Got enough fuel pump. Yeah, I'm still full of fuel. We're only just now starting to get close to zero. Which is impressive considering you had triple the to get anywhere near zero, this is impressive.
I forgot to mention AEM 50 1200 pump, and it's got 750cc injectors.
For the crazy cocktail we got, this is the
I think I got wired.
I can believe so.
I think it's just higher.
Oh yeah, because that oil pan is fucking hot.
It moves when you turn it on. But
Yeah, you gotta have a wire switch.
I think maybe I got the drain,
Power back.
back.
Yeah, because
I
Yeah,
rode,
it's like the polarity's backwards.
I rode on there.
Feel the oil can. It should be like 150, 160 degrees right now. We're reading zilches. It ought to be reading something. The center wire is supposed to go to the sensor. That side of the bike is the center. White wire. You got it backwards there, boss.
I need to put the plastic over there
Yep.
on the power side.
Facing the back of the gauge, the left side is the center. Yeah, you got them crossed up. So it's reverse polarity. It's reading like negative a billion degrees right now. I think you got those crossed up. You got the ground right. If your ground is ground, you got that right.
I figure what I got, it'll work better.
Nice. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Heat shrink stuck on this one.
That's the hot wire. Yeah, I can have to send the power in to the finger.
Yep, you done got it crisscrossificated.
That's like this.
Don't lose your insulator washer. That one's kind of important.
Just a lock washer?
This is bad.
Yeah, probably now that cut it. That's that heat shrink from my card, isn't it? Glue shrink. It's all glued on there pretty dang good now. Yeah, I use glue shrink on everything.
I forgot it was over there. It's not one answer.
Yeah.
There's that center wire.
Yeah, I can believe that.
That's believable. I had to look through the windshield to be able to get all this manipulated. I couldn't see looking down. I'm like, clear windshield. Let's look through there. That'll work better. How many times I've got flared backwards? Fucking annoying. Yeah, the pan, actually I can lay my hand on the pan now. So it's definitely not no frickin' 160 something degrees anymore. The bed's kind of tight like that. Not cold, I'll tell you. Yeah, crap. Might go. I'm amazed people are sticking around. This is boring. This is why I don't do dyno videos. There's a crap load of content and a lot of editing to make them look good. Ooh, something. Welcome to live chat. Vroom predicted horsepower. Predicted horsepower, well, I predicted somewhere around 180 and we're already at 180, so kind of where we expect it to be. It's 180 horsepower methanol, stock displacement. So 989 cubic centimeters cc. 05 head. Big thing, M5. So it's putting down 80 foot-pounds torque. I'm hoping to get like 182, 183 out of it. The big thing is the tune's within the threshold of where it's going to make its best power anyway. I'm going to add a little timing tinker with that. I already did it. But when he went to leave the line, it had a stumble stutter, and that was because we're not running an air box now. And we're a much bigger head, so we're getting much more air at lower RPM. Yep, might as well get a charge.
I was like, what the hell's pants stop? This guy's not stopping.
Battery, I know it like really fast.
Oh yeah, it's probably fine. So the big thing with this bike is this bike's theme is making the most power with the least input. So he has very little money invested in this to make the power that we're making. So little things, hand porting the head himself, sourcing heads on trades and deals, pistons on trades and deals, stuff like that. Stock rods pushing to the limit, methanol, making trade deals on injectors. There's very little money invested in this bike to make it go as fast as it does. It'll hang with a stock new G-ball with a flash tune and a pipe all day. So, and it turns the RPM and horsepower and torque of a stock G-ball. So it's basically, now it's on M5, so it's not comparable, but it's very comparable to a stock 2017 to current GSX-R 1000 on pump gas. Now, put those on methanol, they'll run out of its freaking life, but that's the whole premise of this, was just to be able to hang with those guys as cheaply and having as much fun as possible, which we have a blast for this. The next step will be nitro. That'll be a whole nother day, whole nother video. We're gonna go straight to nitro 50/50 and see what this thing makes. I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot. I'm nervous for the rods. If the helicopter's the cases, the helicopter's the cases. We got another set of cases he's getting, and he's already got rods and pistons for 3 mil.
Yeah, that would cool it down a whole lot quicker.
It'd probably be about 90 something.
Oh, I bet.
Usually like 95, like that.
95%. As it slides down. Doing all he wants. Right.
Oh, we also got that on there, didn't we?
Yeah, the rotor back on it, where it keeps track of it. Seeing that wear on that end bearing. There's a horsepower.
Glad that and a horsepower rule.
The last horsepower. It'll take away horsepower.
That says that as long as it's basically
See a little bit.
good.
Later track will lose momentum. In last case. Again, horsepower quicker, how quickly you work. Again, zip up quicker. Less rotating that. Biggest track. That's the whole time takes to do the wind half horsepower. But like 7,000 horsepower worth. The only reason I put back on the big news is the crank is doing this. And if the motor's on it, it's going to dampen. That's where I'm very not very good, right?
Let those over. Like that.
I'm not a fan of this. It's something I don't like the vibration. Considering how quickly it starts to the tank there. The whole premise behind this bill is budget, have fun. Have a blast work fun, have a blast racing.
I'll go more than there. Like I was great. I got some bags of them over there. I'll go in. The crank thing, that's all this six back, but the crank was good.
It all looks fine to me.
That all looks fucking fine to me. Actually, no reason to get shit.
You want to disconnect the charger and sit there, or just leave it right there?
They ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that'd be fine. They ain't gonna do it.
I can run behind there and wait on.
Catch on fire. My biggest concern with this tune is cleaning up myself. Really, the up top isn't bad. I did a little bit, but
I ain't saying that. I think you think that. I don't think it comes off. It's not bad. So,
it's within the window. Mile an hour tells us that.
Now, my biggest focus is that fucking
yeah.
that.
That's definitely what they was doing up there staging. Well, I mean, it just would not stage. And like when it finally did want to spin, it spin over. You was too far in the throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Like it won't go like 9,000 or something. And which is kind of, I mean, hell, I almost just stabbed it and sent it, but I didn't. I didn't want to wheel it like hell. But it probably does need to rev to about 8,500, don't it?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're hitting a false limiter though,
I know.
from the cams being so fucking high. Kind of worried about that. That intake cam is awful fucking high.
Yeah, we can spin her back 1 degree.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't want to. I wish we had an air box we could put on there and see if that made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that does have my, what you call it in there. You think that other valve cover will make a difference? Should be in a different spot, should it? Could that be a reason?
Yeah, it would be possible. Wouldn't be in that much different of a spot.
I don't think so.
You got your cam sensor.
And I've got the, it's an 0708, but it's got the pin in it. So,
Right.
you know. Something I thought about. Hell, I don't think it'd be in a different spot though. I hate the damn do it.
So we are right on the fucking edge of false limiters. So false limiters happen about 112 intake.
Yeah.
And we're at like 111.5. So I'm wondering if that couldn't be a possibility. We'll see.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that out there, but I'm all right. It's just nice.
No, you can't ride it like that. It's like a two-step. So we're hitting a false limiter, I believe. I don't know if you're just listening, but it sounds like a two-step. There's no two-step on this bike. We'll see. If it still does it after this, it's going to be a false limiter.
That's actually how it feels, you know, like, that's how it feels.
Like a false rev limiter.
Like you're on two-step. That's what I've said the whole time.
So you can roll way into the throttle and it don't go away. It don't climb through it and then suddenly it jumps off of it. There's a second option here in just a sec we're going to try. If it works, it's definitely a Scotty solution. I'll tell you that. It's a your kind of solution, if it works. So, we just unsync and run wasted spark bank fuel. Put a toggle switch on the cam sensor. Once it starts, you flip the switch. We'll see.
Didn't y'all try that with Chad that time?
And it worked.
He mentioned doing everything.
And it worked. It works every time.
You fire it up and then you turn that switch off.
All you need the cam sensor for is sync start.
Okay.
After that, it doesn't need it. It'll default back to wasted spark bank fuel. Because it knows where the engine's at.
I don't think what I just changed is going to do shit.
I don't know what that false limiter is. That's weird. I'm wondering if it's a bad spot in the TPS. It's TPS related.
I borrowed that from you.
Yeah.
I know I ain't got none. The one that goes on that one is different from that. That was off the 750, it's 2 bolts. That's got 7 bolts.
Yeah, I'm not entirely thrilled, but it seems it's definitely not a false limiter from cam angle, because even in waste spark mag fire, it still hits the same limit.
Okay.
It's not a cam angle issue, but it's if I'm watt, it goes right through it. If I'm wide open throttle, it goes straight through it.
We can check that with a meter.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a meter on the cart.
I can figure out how to do that. How you put it on the resistance, then you just gotta put
Yeah, there's a way to check it. It's acting like it's got a funny spot.
if it goes flat and don't jump, or if it goes flat and then jumps, like skips, like you can roll it.
Like
slow,
it goes and flatlines and then climbs, you got a bad spot. Yeah.
You gotta figure out whether.
Yeah, that TPS came off of one of my junk throttle bodies, so there's no guarantee that thing was good. Your videos are awesome. Sorry, Delbert. Nice. Love all your videos. Thank you, Luke. And Dennis Broom. Yeah, haha. I didn't know how to do the chat thing. Alright. So yeah, we're fighting with a funny spot at about 5,500 RPM. It seems to be throttle position dependent, because if I'm watt or above X throttle position, it pulls right through just fine. So I'm wondering if it's throttle position dependent issue, because that is also where it transitions fully into the TPS map instead of IAP over TPS. So it would make sense that we have a flat spot in the throttle position sensor. So he's getting a meter on it, checking that out. The tune isn't too bad. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on here. My eyeballs are burning. But I thought I'd do a quick video. We've been live for over an hour. So thank y'all for watching. This will probably go up on the channel. And methanol. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful night.